I broke up with my girlfriend because she was way too adventurous for my liking. All our friends intervened and ganged on me to get back with her. Now, I don't know what to do. I'm sitting on a roller coaster of emotions, and I'm dangerously on the edge. My ex, 26, and I, 24, were both from the same friend group and dated for some months. During the relationship, she would always want to do some really dangerous stuff like hiking, bungee jumping, and car racing. Honestly, I am not the person for that and would have days where I'm absolutely terrified for her life. So after one of her friends got a serious injury, I put my foot down and told her I couldn't live like that anymore. We got heated, and she told me, I'm a boring, sad person who will die alone. So I answered, I hope your hobbies have the consequences I expect them to have. We both parted ways and never spoke again. We are still from the same friend group. While we're not speaking specifics, we simply attributed our breakup as we couldn't compromise on some things. Since then, as for the last 4 months, I have not hung out with them as much because they are more her friends than mine. The issue came when one of my friends from this group asked me if I wouldn't mind him giving her my new number as she wanted to get closure, and I accepted because I didn't care enough. So, she did call, and it started decently. We had small talk. And she asked why I'm so reclusive now. Soon enough, she started talking about her life. She spent a whole 25 minutes speaking about her new boyfriend, how she's able to do what she wants, how fun and amazing it is to have support for the things she likes, how much she missed out on when we were together, and that maybe I should change my views a little and my life would improve like hers did. I told her, okay, and she replied, confused. Quickly enough, I said I couldn't care less for her new life and, honestly, to get lost and never contact me again if she just wanted to brag. To be fair, she wasn't really condescending with her tone, but hearing from your ex how their life is so much better without you gets into you too. After that, I blocked her. As soon as I blocked her, all of my friends started texting me about how rude I was and that she was just making small talk. I shouldn't have been so angry that she's happy. Am I wrong for what I did? Update 1. As I said before, I did go to hang out with them, and it went as I expected. When I got there, everyone was late except my ex. I never saw that coming. It was clearly not a coincidence. The host had to buy something, leaving us both in the house. How unexpected, right? Seriously, I can't believe I actually got set up. I knew I would, but the fact that it really happened is insane. We sat down very awkwardly, and then she actually said she was sorry. She said she acknowledged the wrong that she did, but that she was sad. I cut her out before she could say anything. After that, we started to have a conversation about our relationship and whatnot. The second I asked, what about your boyfriend? She got dead silent and looked lost for some seconds before saying some random info about him and randomly starting to tell me she actually missed me a lot and that we complimented each other. Her current boyfriend is too much like her, and she feels in danger sometimes for not having someone who tries to be careful. It went like that until she noticed I wasn't really caring much for what she said and texted another friend. Then, out of nowhere, all my friends ambushed me to tell me I should stop running, that if I continued to isolate myself and drive them away because I couldn't get over the breakup, it was wrong and they were worried for me. I honestly got really overwhelmed with it and said I needed a break. Then they tried to stop me, saying this was an intervention and I couldn't run from it. I started to feel really bad, and I thought I might have a panic attack. They noticed I was having problems breathing and let me stay in a room away. Then they sent my ex to comfort me, and as much as I effing hate to say it, it somehow worked. I hate that having her cuddle with me worked, and I was able to go control myself again. After that, I said I needed to go home and would speak with them later. She literally asked, can we try to get back together? And all I did was say, give me time to think. Then I walked back home, and my phone started receiving messages from everyone telling me I should give her a chance and that we clearly still had feelings. I honestly feel awful. I'm still suffering from anxiety, which is almost making me explode. I'm starting to think maybe I could give her another chance, but I quickly doubt that idea. I feel like a mess. Update 2. Well, it has been a while. I am alive, at the very least. Needless to say, I had a mental breakdown, and a very bad one at that. I don't remember much of the last week and days. I just woke up in a hospital and was later sent to a psychological evaluation before finally being able to leave. From what I heard, my friends got worried that I wasn't answering any of them and sent my ex to check on me. She apparently found me on the floor with some medications on the ground and called an ambulance. I don't recall any of that, but there are medical records, so it seems to be real. After that, I was completely out, maybe even comatose, for about 3 days. And when I woke up, surprisingly enough, she was sitting on the couch on the side of my bed. She started crying and apologizing for what she and they all did. It seems you guys were correct from what I read. It was all part of a grand plan to get us back together and make me less depressed. She explained how she felt like trash after we broke up and even stopped doing the dangerous stuff because she was feeling so down, and also that the supposed boyfriends obviously didn't exist and were a prop to try and make me jealous. After that didn't work out with the call, she went for the full-blown plan of the ambush. They did expect me to get anxious, but I would later call her back and give my final decision. Well, I guess they didn't expect me to have a mental breakdown and try what I did, and their whole plan failed. From what I heard, they actually thought they killed me indirectly, and they were all stressed and messed up for the 3 days I was gone. All of them took medical leaves to spend time with my lifeless self. After I woke up, they all came to see me and apologized as well, saying they had the experience as eye-opening and would understand if I cut all contact with them all. After that, I went to the psychological evaluation and was confirmed to be a threat to myself and was either going to have to go to a mental facility or have someone watch me 24/7. Because I have no contact with my family, my ex asked me if I wouldn't mind if she was the one to be that person. I, of course, protested at first, but later decided it was better than going to a mental facility again. So that's how it is currently. We are living in her house, which is bigger than mine. She's been doing all of the work and chores while I do nothing and just keep my emotionless face. I know I sound like a dumb prick to start living with her, but we have set boundaries. She hasn't even touched my arm since the hug when I woke up. She's kind of like a maid more than anything. We, of course, still speak, and I can hear the guilt in her voice. She definitely didn't expect things to take this turn and is ready to accept it as it is. As she stated, if you never get better, I'm ready to take care of you. If you do get better and want to leave, that's fine. If you are never able to love me back, that's okay. It's my fault this happened. It seemed legit. For now, it works. I don't know how I feel now as the meds have made me really numb, so I don't know if I care for her or not. Update 3. Our arrangement ended a few weeks ago. I was diagnosed with borderline personality disorder weeks after the post. And it took a little while to get back on track with new medications, stress, and everything else. She and I are not living together anymore. But, as much as I expect this will make some people sad or mad or call me spineless, we are indeed back together. While the start was rocky, it was still a decision made by both of us some weeks ago as I got more stable. We are doing well.